Look at these beauties. We call them Kaimatis. There are those that call them puff puff. Whatever the name, all I know is they're super, super, super delicious. The weekend is here. Let me drop the recipe for you guys, for your loved ones, even for yourself. I bet you love yourself, right? If you don't, you're missing out on a lot. Right straight to it, we have 3 cups of flour. We are adding yeast. So I'm using instant yeast. That's why I'm not giving it time to proof. So I have added 2 tablespoons, one heaped, the other one less heaped. Then we go right ahead and add some sugar. Sugar, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teaspoons. We're going to add more later. I'll have a written recipe for you. You can check that one out down the description below. Then go ahead and add some salt. That is like half a teaspoon. By now, you know me and salt, and anything that I'm going to make with flour, I must add some salt. That is like my magic, magic, magic trick. I just love what a little bit of salt does to anything that has sugar. So that's me just mixing it all up, making sure that everything kind of just gets together. Next, we go in with some yogurt. I used this was vanilla, yeah. This was vanilla yogurt, yeah. This was vanilla yogurt. You can use plain yogurt. You can also use buttermilk or rather maziwa mala. So yeah, and just mix. This is one of the easiest recipe ever for kaimati. This is one way of making them. There are so many ways of making them. So please don't come for me. If you have another way, we'll keep on exploring. But this is the way that I find that is so easy to make them for your kids, for anyone really to enjoy them. Next, I'm adding cardamom powder for some flavor. That is just 1 teaspoon. Then I'll keep mixing again. Yup. Don't get tired of the mixing. It's gonna reward you. Trust me. So next, we'll be adding 1 egg. The egg is totally optional, especially I know there are those that are allergic to eggs, so it's totally optional. It's not a must you add the egg. So continue mixing. There you go. At this point is where I felt it's time to get my hands dirty. Yep. So that's a glass of water. And from there, it's time to get our hands dirty. This is something, by the way, I have to add here at this point. I have to give you a warning. If you don't like getting your hands dirty, then making puff puff is not for you. These things are messy. Yeah, really, really messy, but totally worth it. So there you go. Doing some mixing, kind of trying to get everything together before I start adding in the water. We'll start adding in the water little by little. Yep. See how it looks? My mixture kind of looks sand-like. So at this point, I felt the sugar wasn't enough, so I added more. That's 5 teaspoons. So if you add together with the other, you'll find that's an equivalent of what? 6 tablespoons heaped. We'll be adding more sugar much later when it comes to the sauce that we're going to make. Should we call it sauce? There's another name I'm forgetting, but you're going to see. So yeah, that is good. We've added some water. Keep adding more water. as you keep going. We are not making chapati like dough because chapati dough is really hard for this. We need to make up something that is easy to drop on the hot oil. If you've watched Kaimati recipes before, you know there's that bit. So it can't be as hard as chapati dough. It can't be as runny as pancakes either. So it has to be something in the middle, gluey like, if I may say. Yep. So you really have to be careful when it comes to the consistency. See? So you really have to beat it to this level. See what I mean? This is what I mean. So hii ni ile siku mkono inaenda gym, literally. But the results are rewarding, very rewarding, especially when you see your loved ones just enjoying it and just saying, if that's the kid saying mommy is the best, these things are yummy, na unajisikia kama chef, international chef, my friend. That's us covering with some cling film. Then you set it aside for like 20 to 30 minutes in a warm place for it to prove. A warm place. If you don't have, you can either use a heated or preheated oven where you've preheated it before, then you just switch off and just place it in there. Or if it's hot outside, you can put it outside. But if you're going to put it outside and it's really hot, then just prove it for like what, 10 minutes. If it's just room temperature, you can add in the cling film and cover with a clean kitchen towel, and you can leave it for now the 20 to 30 minutes. So it all depends on you. Yep, there you go. That's how it looks now. You will see why it's important to prove it. You will see how it looks. And voila. See? Then I forgot to take up the video as the part where it was just fully on the bowl, but you can see if you even rewind the video, you can see what we covered and what we have now. They are two different things, right? So this is what I meant. So you see that consistency, how I was saying that it's glue like? Yep, that is what I meant. So look at that. See why I was telling you, you really have to get ready to get your hands dirty if you want to eat up these babies. That is something you have to get ready for. So there you go. That's me trying to show you literally how it looks. Yep. See, now that's us with our hot oil that is really hot, and we start dropping them like they're hot. Okay, now this time around they're not hot, but the oil is hot. So okay, potato. So yep. So I'm using this wooden thingy to help me kind of cut, but I've seen videos where people use spoons to help them. There's also another method of adding this mixture in a bottle that has, like a water bottle, and then squeeze it in and just cut it off just at the right time. But I find this wooden thingy of mine really helpful when it comes to doing this. It's easier for me. So use whatever is easier for you. So if you don't have this thingy, definitely you can use the spoon. Those who are around Meru, you can DM me and I can direct you on where to get this thing. It's very good, especially if you have kids at that age where they want to learn how to apply margarine on their own breakfast, on their bread and everything. This is something you're so sure they're not going to hurt themselves with, and they're not going to mess up the margarine too. So let me know. There's a guy selling some very nice wooden stuff. It's kind of where I get all my wooden things, my wooden spoons, my wooden everything. It's not a paid advertisement. He doesn't even know I am doing this, but I just love uplifting people whenever I can, whenever I get the opportunity. And I mean, if someone is doing something good, it's such a young guy, and he's chosen to do something good with himself. Look at these babies. Just look at that. See the color? So you can always make them. This one is proving to be difficult, doesn't want to turn. You better expect that too. So yeah, there are those that you'll need a little bit of assistance to help them gold. Turn the color to get them gold. Is it gold? Is it brown? Whatever. You get the drift. So yeah, you can dip them to any color you want. If you don't want the dark brown, you can do it at a certain point. Um, and remember, you have to give them time. You have to keep on turning them like I'm doing, because you don't want them to get burnt before they are cooked inside, right? So that's another part. You have to be very careful. Otherwise, you may get a nice color on the outside, but on the inside, they're not cooked. So you have to keep on turning. You have to give them time. Keep on adjusting your heat. Yeah. See, look at that. Really nice, right? Yeah, trust me. If you have kids, you'll be singing your name the entire week. Get ready to be making these on a regular. Yeah, and they're such a great snack. Even when you have visitors, chama wa mama wanakuja around. This is your moment to shine. Don't tell me I never taught you anything. This is it. And are you telling your friends about this channel? This amazing, amazing channel that you've bumped into? I trust that you are. Tushikane mkono tuendelee. Any one of us can make it. Why not? Kwa nini it's someone else? Why not you? We can make it. As long as we hold each other's hand. Imagine all I require from me is a subscription. Just your sub and your friends and another friend. And you watching my videos. That's all I need from you. Imagine that. And you get to gain, you get to learn, you get to interact. I have some amazing, amazing things coming up for you. So keep tuned, keep it here, keep it locked. So yeah, look at our babies and return. Next to the next step, in our hot pot, we've added 1 glass of sugar. This is for the coating. So we are trying to make some sugar syrup to coat our kaimati, our already done kaimatis, to get them looking, the way they were looking shiny, shiny in the beginning. That's what we are doing. See? So I've added sugar and I've added a glass of water, cooked for a little bit, and got the syrup ready to that point. And just pour it in on your ready-made kaimatis. This is for that extra sugar, and because these babies really use a lot of sugar. So see that? Yeah, imagine we're done. Imagine we are. Be careful with this step. Shake them a little bit, not too hard. Remember, they're still hot. Sorry about that. Somebody's calling me. So yeah, just coat them a little bit like that, and we are done. Our babies are done. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? So, yep, imagine that's all you need to do. 1 glass of sugar, 1 glass of water. The glass of water should not be full, like full to the brim. Just cook it until you get that syrup. Another tip I have to add, I almost forgot that one. When cooking the syrup, you have to keep on stirring it. You have to keep on stirring it and use a wooden spoon. Don't use the metallic one, or what do you call it, aluminum one, whatever. Just use a wooden spoon. Stir it up until you get this syrup. It has to be brown, and it has to, when you pull it, it has to be sticky just a little bit. And there you go. Add your babies. Changanya, changanya, koroga, koroga, mdogo, mdogo. And they are done and ready to serve. These are the babies you saw at the start of the video, right? Please make them. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your family liked them. Let me know the other recipes you'd love for us to try. I'm here for you. Just like that, you're a chef. Imagine. Time to shine on hawa mama wa chama. Time to shine for them, to them. Whatever. Hapo Kiingereza imegonga mwamba mbaya. But there you go, babies. There you go, my loves. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, I love you so much and I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy yourselves. It's time to serve with whatever drink of your choice. Bye.